That's the league boss. Glenn from Broadmeadows, what's your reading on it?
There was a woman 2 years ago who made a racist comment at the MCG, and she was banned from all AFL stadiums for 2 years. Taylor Walker has only got 6 weeks. He's still being paid in full by the Adelaide Football Club. Also, compare that with a 13-year-old girl who racially vilified Adam Good. She was detained by police and questioned for over an hour. I just can't believe that Taylor Walker is allowed to go to the Adelaide Oval and is still being paid in full by the Adelaide Football Club. You can't have one rule for the fans where you ban the fans for 2 years and you don't allow them in venues, and then an AFL player can go to a reserves match, make a racist comment, isn't arrested, and is still allowed to go to the venues and still paid in full. It's a double standard.
So what would you give him, Glenn?
The same penalty as the woman got. 2-year ban from all AFL venues. The AFL set the standard. If you make a racist remark at a football game, 2-year penalty.
They are different categories, though, aren't they? In that this is his career, whereas that is just a pastime for a fan who goes along and watches.
What about a man who works on the gate at Adelaide Oval? If he makes a racist comment, he would be sacked on the spot. He would not be paid in full like Taylor Walker is. There would be no warnings. That there would just be instant dismissal, end of his career at the Adelaide Oval. But because Taylor Walker is an important footballer, he gets a second chance. So you've got to have the same rules for the fans, for the staff at the grounds, and for the players.
It's an interesting point on the payment, Mick. You'd think that they would look at $20,000 plus. Depending on, I know some players have contracts where it's per game. A base salary plus per game, but you wouldn't think that contract would be paid in full, would it?
No, maybe it should be a percentage of his salary. But yeah, look, I mean, Tex Walker himself called for the spectator who threw the banana at Eddie Betts. Remember that incident, shocking incident, 2016, for a life ban for that person. I know what you're saying, Tim.
Yeah,
it's different, but Eddie Maguire went unpunished for his. I know that was 7 or 8 years ago, but there are certainly double standards in penalties.
And on Tim's point, the reputational part of it, Tex will never, ever fully get over this because, compared to the groundsman who would say it, or, I know the young girl it took a big toll on, but for Tex, the reputational side is bigger than any fine or any week's suspension he'll ever receive.
Yep. Glenn, thank you, and good points made. PJ on the road.
Yeah, hello, guys. Look, I agree with that last call. I think he should be banned for life. As simple as that. If you want to stamp racism out of the game, now is the time to make a stand. There's no point. You can come out and you can say he's sorry and he's and he's going to go and do a course and he's going to. Doesn't matter. He's done it now, so he should not keep his position. Simple as that.
Thank you for that, Ian. Ed from East Melbourne. Oh, sorry, Ian from Footscray. That was PJ. Go ahead, Ian.
Hi, Tim. No problem. I don't think Taylor Walker should play on. I don't think he should be allowed to play on. And Matthew Nix is right. It's about he's had all the education. He knows firsthand. He's witnessed it with Eddie Betts and how it hurts. And he said the wrong thing. So it's not about within yourself saying, oh, don't say that. Don't think that, and you can't change what he thinks. Even though he won't say it again, that's what he thinks.
Yep, I think that is a very good point. How you change that, I don't know. But I think that is the reality, that the thought is there. He's not expressing it unless there's something lurking in his mind.
It's always interesting, isn't it, Tim, that when the penalty is a